He knew people, he had resources that would help her pay for it. And she was nasty to him. And, he said to her, Maggie, I've given you, $100 in the past. And her comment was, well, what are you going to give me today? And here he is trying to give her the resources to get all this done for free. And he left alive. He was so ticked off.
Yeah, I remember. I actually followed Nas last night after he had got off, and he actually sent me the information and everything, so I could send it to Maggie. But I'm like, damn. In my head, I'm like, you can't help somebody out that doesn't want help or want the resources. So I kind of, backed up a little bit and had to look at the bigger picture because if she doesn't want the help, I don't I don't know. I can't help it.
Right. But, if she doesn't want the help, people aren't going to send her money either. So, what she's doing, her actions are showing that she wants no help. She just wants money. And based on how
Hey,
she's been on before with just asking for money all the time, people don't believe her anymore.
Right.
I'll get a new computer
okay.
one sec.
I'm
Hey,
gonna say,
Victoria.
hey Nas, I watched your videos too. I'm so sorry for what you're going through,
It's okay.
and
Our problem,
I hate that you're going through it too.
yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Our problem with Maggie is she came to my panel with
Hmm.
chronically ill people. She took from a quadriplegic. That person is in a nursing home.
Oh
She
my god.
made it seem as if she didn't have any type of money for food, and we all sent Maggie money.
Hmm.
So when we went to her page and seen her eating a seafood boil and pizza and wings and drinks and all of that, those people were hurt because we get the same amount of money that Maggie get. Maggie gets more resources than I do. And like I'm not hating on Maggie. I don't care about her begging, but if you're gonna beg, you don't come to someone's panel. She's hungry and she had no food. You took from a person that can't move their arms, that use their eyes to type.
Right.
You said, can you repeat that last part? I'm sorry.
Maggie came to our panel begging
I
and
got
making
that.
it
I was
seem
talking about the last little sentence.
they can't move their arms, they can only
What is
move
that?
their head.
What does that mean? I never heard of it.
About the last little sentence.
They can't move their arms, they can only
What is
move
that?
their head.
What does that mean? I never heard of any. I never heard of that term
A
before.
quadriplegic is a paraplegic from the
Can you please? I'm agreeing with you, and I
Agreed. You haven't agreed. You just agree with what she thinks. You're listening. That's it.
thank you. And so she really wants. I guess she wants to try to clear things up on her side, but the way she's the way she's texting, I don't think it's going to be a clear. I think it's going to be a
Yeah,
yelling
I don't think
situation.
I don't think it would be a good idea. But listen again. You asked her flat out if it's her brother, and she said yes. I mean, I can tell you absolutely not. It's not. I mean, because let's put it this way. Let's say that the brother was adopted, okay, or it was a foster child, which I don't even know. I mean, the person was supposedly what, 28 or something, or 30 years old, as a you know, as a relative.
scammy. And I'm gonna send you the information. They did a image search on that photo,
Yep.
and it came back to an individual that doesn't live in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh,
So I
really?
don't know who that person is or who it is, the Maggie. but I really hope she's not lying about this.
Oh boy.
And
They did an image search
because
on the
people,
picture.
no, they did, like, I have people that work in other places, like higher up places, like, Scammy. I work for a nonprofit, so
Right.
we have people in higher places. Maggie has taken money from nonprofits and stuff,
Yeah.
so it's a lot of people that are very, very upset,
Yeah.
and they have reached out to Maggie and said that they will cover the whole funeral costs. All she has to do is just simply give an email address
Oh my gosh,
to
that's it.
where the, where the person is, and like they just want to speak to the mother. The
Right.
nonprofit basically covers the funeral, but the way that nonprofit works, they are covering the mother and father of lost people.
Right. Right. And I mean,
And
that's what she's got to do. I mean, that would be the easiest way to take care of the expenses for this. And then, she
and
would.
they're not asking for like all her business of how did he pass away and all of that. They just simply want to help, because people that sit on my panel, they're all like advocates in the disability community.
Right.
And Maggie came over there stating she has a disability. I don't know what she has or don't have, and she's been on my panel before, and they've gifted her and stuff like that. But after she took that money from us, and you order like boatloads of food,
Yeah.
because I gave her money, and this is what I told her to do. I said, here's some money, order you a pizza for today, and take the other money and go grocery shopping tomorrow. I gave her 125, and I
Mhm.
gave her money for a Lyft and Ubers. And I can even send you the information, Victoria and IDK and Scammy, of me ordering the Uber for her.
Never went.
No, she never went. I just gave her you know how you can get like a gift card
Right.
on
Right.
Uber, where you
Yep.
could just send them money,
Yep.
and I just put $25 to the account, and I sent it to her, but she never went grocery shopping. I looked, she was at bingo.
Oh, so she
So
used
I
that
don't hate
money.
Maggie,
Oh. You know
yeah,
what?
I don't
It's
hate
She
her.
don't usually ask for nowhere to go grocery shopping. Her aide usually take her.
She said
No,
that her
I
aide
gave
will come up.
She said
I
what,
gave her
Victoria?
like no, she never told me she couldn't get to the grocery store. I just gave her that money to get to the grocery store.
She
She never
said
asked for money.
her
So,
aide wants to come up
so
now.
you just gave it to her, right?
I gave her money to get a pizza for that night. I gave her money to get groceries the next day, and then I gave her a gift card to link to her account to go and get her groceries, because she had said she had no way of getting the groceries, and she didn't want to get on the bus and get her groceries. So I gave her a gift card and told her to link it to her account to go and get groceries. But she took that money and used the Uber gift card and took a Uber to Bingo instead of going to the
Oh,
grocery store.
But you never said. I mean, you just said that she didn't ask for no money to go to the
You,
grocery.
you're not you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I'm listening. I'm listening
no,
clearly.
she asked for money.
I
She said
gave
she needed money for food. She didn't have any food. So that's what the money went for. And he had told her, get a pizza for tonight and go grocery shopping tomorrow. So he gave her all the money for that. And then on top of it, a $25 gift card for like Uber or Lyft. And
Okay.
instead of doing that, she went to bingo.
Okay.
Ugh.
because she came into our panel and said she didn't have any food in her house and her food stamps didn't come to a certain day, and she was crying and stuff like that. And all of my panel is disabled, so we understand like not having money, and that check is not enough. So I wasn't the only person that gave her money in that panel. And I found out later on she was going on the back end, friending people on the panel, and calling and asking for money all the time.
Um, Scammy.
Yep.
Uh, she said somebody named T Robertson.
Yep.
I guess her aide wants to come up and talk. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop so you
I
can
mean,
add.
if you give Maggie money, she's telling you what she's gonna do with it. From what I've seen so far, she's done it. Like, except for the
IDK,
babysit.
Except
Yeah,
this time. Except this
yeah.
time, right?
Well, I don't know
IDK.
yet. I don't know yet. I'm listening.
What we're saying is,
I
she
heard
made it
what you
seem as
said.
if
I heard you, but I'm talking about the comments.
No.
Outside the
Yeah.
comments.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that. I
Yes,
don't see the person in here.
she was in the comments.
Yeah.
I
I.
seen her. She said, "Please let me up."
Oh, okay. Can you say something again, and I'll bring you up.
I,
but what as far as her begging, that's not my business. I don't care about that. It's when you lie and deceive people. That's what the problem comes in.
right, and I totally now that part I totally agree with. And like I said, I only been knowing Maggie for only like 4 months, and Tay can back this up too because I just met Tay like the same time I met Maggie, or a couple of weeks after that when she moderated me, and I was able to get up there on the live, and that was about it.
And you seen I tried to talk to her,
Hmm.
and she was just like being disrespectful and saying she didn't care that I gave her money in the past.
Right. She asked you, "What are you going to send
And you
today?" or
on my
something.
panel crying, saying you didn't have any food in your house.
May I
It
ask
was okay then.
what did you say in the
Hmm?
comments?
What do you
What did I say in
mean?
the comment?
Mm-hmm. You said something in the comments or something, or did I miss hear that?
Wow. So he did say something in the comments. He was telling Maggie that basically there's a nonprofit out that will help her with the funds that she needs with the funeral, and he had requested to come up and, like he said, Maggie, I can send you the information, you know, to help with the funeral expenses with a nonprofit. Maggie told him, no, send me money. I don't want it. Just basically blew him off in a way, but in a disrespectful way that she always comes off as in a certain way. So yes, he left alive, and he didn't want to talk to Maggie no more. But like I told him on the panel to send me the information, and I will relay it to Maggie.
Hmm. Okay.
And I did.
You sure did.
Yep. Yep.
And I've called the nonprofit, and they uh, reached out to Maggie. They actually got Maggie's information from where she stays, like the apartment complex Maggie stays in.
Uh huh.
They actually reached out because there's a representative
Excuse me.
for that state, and Maggie didn't want to talk.
Mm.
That's before she left
Is
to
this
go to Cleveland, because if this really is her brother, and then she has to raise money, I think everybody deserves a proper burial.
yes. Yes. Okay,
Scammy,
let me bring
somebody
it.
said request your check request.
Yep, I just accepted it. Let me see. I just accepted and she's not here. I don't know what happened. Um
But I think Maggie should come and speak for herself. That's the problem.
She
That
said
like
somebody got her blocked.
oh yeah,
I know
well
Maggie got a
she's blocked on my account here. Can she and if I the only way I can unblock her, I don't know, can one of my mods unblock her or no? Because if I do it, I have to get off of the live to do it.
She just needs to clear some things up, Victoria. Nobody hates Maggie.